Did you know Bram Stoker was inspired by a real vampire case in America when writing Dracula? The case took place in the village of Exeter, Rhode Island. In 1883, local farmer George Brown lost his wife Mary to a mysterious illness. In the months that followed, his eldest daughter Mary Olive also died from the same affliction. The illness that took them was absolutely devastating, the victims becoming progressively thinner and pale, eyes sunken, and crimson lips from which blood emerged in coughs and splutters. 8 years later, the sickness returned, and Mary Olive was followed in death by her sister, 19-year-old Mercy Brown. Mercy's brother Edwin was also suffering from this illness at the time of her death, and had been sent away to Colorado in the hopes that the warmer climate would benefit him. There he improved, but on his return following Mercy's death, he began to worsen once more. Edwin was faltering, and it was clear that he would not survive long unless action was taken. New England already had an established folklore of vampires and the undead, feeding from the life force of the living. This belief particularly was commonplace in rural communities, just like Exeter. George Brown knew what needed to be done, and in March of 1892 he gave permission for the village to act. His wife and his 2 daughters were exhumed from their graves. Mary and Mary Olive, dead for almost a decade, were appropriately decomposed for the time that they had been deceased. Mercy Brown, however, was white-skinned and showed no signs of decomposition 2 months after her death. Her hair and her nails appeared to have grown, and her teeth appeared to be longer. It was clear to the town that Mercy was the undead terrorizing them. Her heart, found to contain fresh blood, was burned upon a stone in the graveyard, and the ashes were fed to her sickly brother Edwin in the belief that this would cure him. He died just 2 months later. Unfortunately, the mystery illness that afflicted the Brown family was most likely tuberculosis, a disease characterized by weight loss, fever, and coughing up blood. Once a death sentence, we now treat it with antibiotics. The fact Mercy Brown died in January in New England should also be considered, as freezing temperatures would have certainly slowed usual decomposition rates. After death, the body also undertakes other changes, such as skin pulling back and shrinking, and the gums receding, which can cause teeth, hair, and nails to appear longer. The case of Mercy Brown the vampire was huge in the American press at the time, and quickly crossed the pond over to Europe. Bram Stoker was fascinated by this case, and he collected newspaper clippings of the story. In 1897, Dracula was published, and it's likely that the young Mercy Brown was the inspiration for the character of Lucy Westenra.
Come to me, Arthur. Leave these others and come to me.